All right, it's Friday, December 1, about 9 a.m. West Coast. Slept in since I haven't been feeling good, and I thought I'd give it a shot to see if I have a couple hours in me to try to trade today. So, just getting started right now, and I'm just going to kind of see how the day has been looking. Looks like it started off as pretty big range. And now seems like we're doing something like that. So I'm just going to stick with that for now. And then not too clear what that would be. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. If I take a trade today, my first trade will be on accounts 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. And I'll do PA number 5. And I'll save the rest for maybe another trade after that if something comes up. First entry, second entry right now. This is going to be on the key entry point other than the EMA. So this should really be like that. Seems to fit. All right, and for anyone that hasn't watched my channel before, I'm just documenting my trading journey on Apex. And I've got 4 PAs currently. I've lost one. And I'm working on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 evaluations right now. And I'm keeping track of my stats for what I'm trading over here. I think this is the end of my 10th week. Not exactly sure at this point because I've been sick and missed a bunch of days and basically missed the whole week. I think it's 10th week on YouTube. Okay, so second entry after an inside bar. Also, I am trading with another chart to the left of the chart you can see on YouTube that has my indicator that I use for my Nlts strategy. So I'm not showing that right now, but that's primarily what I'm looking to take trades off of, and then you'll see the trades here on this YouTube chart. Anything I could do? We have a measured move from here. Looks like we hit the measured move. It's looking very rangy. Let's see where the measured move is of that range. Be all the way up here. I find it difficult to start later in the day because you don't have a kind of the feel or rhythm for what the market's been doing all day. It's tempting to want to just buy the bottom of this, but there's not a whole ton of proven support right there. It's just the one instance. Yeah, look, that would have worked, looks like. If you just put a limit buy at the bottom here. If I find the right opportunity where I feel like I can trust it, I'll take some of those from now on. I haven't been doing that yet on YouTube, but I think there's some scenarios where I can consider doing that. Looks like it's going to go for this measured move. All right, well, I'll just pause here and see if something sets up. I was just playing with this channel. Before I had it from down here all the way up, but this looks maybe a little bit cleaner. I'll stick with this for now. So let's see what we get here. You're just looking at this again, so just to make it more understandable for myself, I drew this channel, which worked good, I think, had a break, and then obviously multiple legs to a new high. So now I'm just looking at this, and it looks like this would be a channel with a break here, actually. And so I'm not expecting a retest of the highs at this point, the way I'm seeing it. Maybe something like that. Bigger range now. If I have it from here, then you can make an argument it wasn't a break yet down there. But then you have potential almost overshoot here. Maybe this looks best. Look at that. So yeah, I'm not really sure about this, because you can consider that an overshoot, or if you draw it the other way that I had it, this could be a break. Gotta say, I'm still not thinking too clearly. I'm on a bunch of medicine now, so antibiotics and all kinds of stuff. So I think my head's a little cloudy. It's hard to make decisions when you're not feeling good and now on all of the stuff. So I'm just gonna try to keep it mellow. And if I see something I'll take it. And if it doesn't work out, I'm just gonna blame it on being sick. It's kind of in the middle of nothing right now, so I'm just gonna pause and wait. All right, so we just reached the measured move of the original range, the big one down here, to the tick, and it started turning down. I always find that interesting when that works. You can see this is the range, and this is the measured move, as if there was a second range on top. So that was a good secondary target. And everything is played out to the upside now. Make sure there's not. Could argue there's not. We'll see if we get a retest for that or not. I mean, this was the main thing, so get a retest on that. All right, I'm going to pause. So looks like it's going to go for the retest of this. This is actually a BT, this one. But I guess there'd be just enough room to go for 4 ticks. Also, the way it's set up is kind of weird, because my line goes through the top of this bar and then it's a BT on this. So just because it's going through the body of this one, I'm not willing to take it. These are kind of situations where I'm still observing on the BT which ones I can take and which ones I can't. So when I have something that's not entirely clean, I'll just watch and see if it works or not, and kind of keep a mental record, so that at some point in the future I can decide whether I can trade those or not. Market's pretty slow. Seems like it must have really slowed down since earlier, before I started. So there's quite a good amount of volume. But then since I've started, it's really slowed down. I think I started somewhere in here. And this BT, by the way, it didn't even trigger. It only went 1 tick above it. So I'm not going to be able to use that as any information, because I only consider it triggered if it goes 2 ticks above the bar. So yeah, just not seeing where a trade would come from right here, so I'm going to pause. All right, and so that did retest for this trend. So now everything to the upside is definitely played out. And we'll see if it starts reversing to come back and test the original range maybe. Or if it has enough strength to just keep going up. This is definitely kind of a wait and see area. First entry short, second entry short here. It's only a double test. No signal bar. I was going to be curious if it gave a second entry short signal bar for Max people, Pat's people, and then trap them or something. Which I could still do here, I suppose. All right, I'm going to pause. I'm not planning on taking anything here. All right, so this thing just wants to keep moving up. I think I found a trend line for it. So it looks like it's going to finally give up here. I don't know, I mean, this is kind of weird to draw. I don't know how legit that is. To me, it's you got the trend here, break, new high, this is where I get confused. Like, if this breaks, will this get another retest too or not? Should I expect it to? It's really just the second leg up from this. You do get the retest of it. I'm just looking back on my other chart to see if there were trades earlier today. If I was around for it. Looks like there were on the Nlts chart. Now we perfectly reached this measured move. And again, now every single uptrend is played out that I can see or find. So the question is if there'll be a reversal at this point or what. But I'm not going to take any longs up here at this point, so I'm going to pause and wait. All right, I'm watching to see what happens here. All the longs got played out. Looks like we're forming a nice downtrend here. Might get a first entry long, second entry long with a failure. Although I don't like these failures when you got a candle like this that closes and another one that opens right at the close and then moves up into the second entry long. And if it fails into that, that can sometimes be support. Try not to trade path entries anyway, but I might still take some if I see them. If they look legitimate. So here, oh, wow. Didn't even get a chance to trigger second entry long there. Interesting. Inside bar. So, I mean, I would think that because everything's played out to the upside, you reached all the measured moves and everything, I would think you'd come back and retest the top of the range, the original range area, is my guess. Probably worthwhile to just these spots are. Without extending the range. And this could be an overshoot. This could just be another test of this kind of range. Not really sure what's going on here. Looks like there could be an OJ right up here. I don't know if I want to take it because I don't really have a reason to go long. It's not going to close high enough for it to be an OJ right now. I have to close up here. If there's an OJ up here, I mean, I don't think I can take it because I don't have context to go long other than just, it's been a bullish day, obviously, overall. I don't have a contextual reason to really go long. Before I was drawing all these in my early YouTube weeks with Nlts, I wasn't drawing these, so I could just take it when I saw it. Now that I'm drawing all this stuff, it's hard to take it when you don't have the context for it, and that's the reason why I started drawing this. I guess the context is just the overshoot. That's the only thing I could think of would be a reason to say the downtrend has an overshoot, and we're going to go the other way on a bullish day. But my original hypothesis is not that we're going back up here, but that we're coming down here. There's potential for a PB if we get back in here. I'm actually going to get an order for that,
submitted.
just in case. So if the next bar closes down here, I think I'll be able to take it for a PB. So looking for a close down here. So still, close down here will do it. Need a decisive bearish bar. It'd be subjective. There's one element not in place. Looks like it won't matter. So that PB's off the...
Order canceled.
For my rules, once you have a signal bar and then it goes above it, it takes the play off the, just takes the play away regardless if it came back down now or not. So it's not going to do it anyway. So no trigger on that one. It's too bad. I would have liked that to fit all the rules, get triggered, and I would have entered it plenty of room to here. That's what I was hoping for. I'm going to just see, maybe
Order submitted.
maybe there'll be a new PB here. It's possible if there was a close down here, it might be a PB that I can consider. Alright, so I'm watching this to see if it gives me a PB if it closes bearish. Seems a little risky because of this support right here. No, doesn't qualify.
Order canceled. Alright, so just nothing too clear at the moment. Pause here. Alright, I just got back from a little break and just saw that this white line, look at that. So that support held up all the way through there. This one didn't make much difference after that. So always important to just keep track of levels. Looks like we have a break, 2 legs to a new low. And we'll see what we do here. Doesn't look like I missed any setups while I was away. And I suppose this was kind of a failure here. But it was going to go right into this. And it was all kind of stacked up in weird bars. So definitely nothing I was considering. And try not to take Pat's entries unless they're super clear. And that, to me, isn't super clear. kind of a first entry, second entry long failure. It's also a first entry short, second entry short, engulfing. But it wasn't so obvious when I was watching it in real time. All right, so pausing again here. There's news. Powell spoke earlier. He's speaking again. Not sure why he needs to speak twice on the same day, but that's in 10 minutes. So I'm going to be wary of that. It's funny, if there wasn't going to be news right now with Powell in 1 minute, I would have put a limit order here at the bottom and gone for 6 to 8 ticks. So it looks like we have kind of another range here. But with news, it could just go crazy. Who knows? So I'm not going to do it. What did it do when he spoke earlier at 8? Was it big? It wasn't on yet. 8 o'clock. Oh yeah, a lot of movement. It was moving really fast. So it's news time and doesn't look like much is happening. The limit order at the bottom would have worked. The stuff where he's speaking, it's like, it's not the same as when the FOMC announcement comes out, you know. Like this could be like, I don't know, in 5 minutes he might say something. It's kind of weird to think about how to consider that. This was a BT, but going right into all the support. Can't take that. So first entry, if you don't count this tick up here, this could be a second entry long. Fourth test. So it looks like second entry long essentially is good. Buying the support would have been good. Just kind of not sure what's really happening here. And the fact that there is news, supposedly, just keeping me from getting ready to act on anything, as well as just being completely out of it on drugs right now for all my antibiotics and everything. Just my head's in the cloud. But I'm not going to take anything that doesn't look just obvious to me. Interesting that didn't get all the way back to the top this time. All right, I'm going to pause here. All right, see what happens here. This looks like a triple test, second entry long. But my concern is it's making lower highs every time. So if that triggered, I don't know. Not too sure what to think about the price action right now. Six tick risk, so risking 2 points. Not the best signal bar. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th test of this area. It's like it just seems like it's gonna give up at some point, just the way it's looking. Let's see. All right, guess I was wrong. Works like a charm. I mean, it's definitely a triple test right here. Second entry long. Bullish day. So maybe that's a trade I should have took, but I don't know. If this had reached all the way to the top here, I would have just put a limit order in right here for a buy and not even waited for a signal bar. But because this didn't quite get as high as here, it kind of weirded me out, make me think it's just not a healthy range. But clearly people like it. Really want to see some NLTS setups. Just, it's so weird how when I started this YouTube channel, I mean, they're just happening constantly. Just seeing setups every day. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Where I could just pick and choose. And now I barely see any. If I see one in a day. And then had that 1 week where I lost like 4 out of 5 or something. 4 or 5 weeks ago, where I'd only taken like 3 or 4 losses the whole time I'd been on YouTube over 5 weeks or something like that, and then they get that many losses in 1 week. So I don't know, the market changed, and it seems like the NLTS thing just kind of faded with whatever cycle the market's now currently in. All right, I'm going to pause. All right, I think this is an OJ. If it ticks below here, there's not much room though.
Order submitted.
I mean, there's only 4 ticks space. It's not gonna trigger anyway.
Order canceled.
I mean, I didn't really like it anyways because only 4 ticks to the support. I was kind of surprised this second entry short worked so well since it was so sideways here. But I think they got theirs if they're going for 4 ticks. 97, 95, 25. So yeah, definitely got 4 ticks. If you're trying to go for more than that, not so good. I just don't know what's happening here. It's like I want to just take a chance and short with a limit order right here, but the fact that it didn't get to the bottom here now makes me think that it could have a breakout first. Because what I would do is I would just put a limit order here for sell, and I would put my stop above this one. I think I'll get more comfortable doing this over time. I still haven't actually pulled the trigger on YouTube doing a trade like this, but I've experimented with them, and playbacks and stuff, and I've done pretty well. Get some losses, but definitely gotten more wins than losses doing it. I think for me to do these plays, it's like I have to have a contextual reason to want to do it as well. You know, maybe if there's like a trend and a break and you're still looking for the new low and you have some kind of, you know, something like this, or I wasn't here for this, but this failed breakout maybe. But yeah, this wouldn't be the right context to try to short from here because it's already showing strength. It pushed up through here and couldn't get to the bottom here. So anyone that was going for more than 4 or 5 ticks just got stopped out on the second entry short. Okay, pause again. All right, I'm just watching this. I mean, this to me looks like first entry long, second entry long, really congested. Also new low here, first entry short, second entry short failure with the measured move. Just because it's so sideways here, it's hard to take that for a Pat's entry for me, even though it's kind of like a test and a retest of this range. So breakout pullback. But there is a possible PB above it. So
Order
I might
submitted.
be considering taking the PB since it's coming off the back of a Pikachu. This might be a little further up. Could be like that. Just gives it more room, more validity. So if it gets a close like up here, it looks like it'll be a PB. In which case I'll have to go for it, I think. Doesn't look like it's happening on this bar. It's possible that these guys are getting trapped. But I think there's more reason to go long than short at this point. So if this ends up being like a higher low, that turns into a PB. I'd like that too. Are they going to get trapped? That's the question. I'm starting to feel like it. And the trap is in.
Order canceled.
That's actually an R3T. Except there's no prevailing trend, so wouldn't have fit my rules for that setup either. Everything's just looking very flat, like it's just going to be this kind of price action the rest of the day, potentially. Being sick sucks. Trying to trade sick is like really hard. You know, if you get a loss when you're not feeling good too, it's just like, ugh, make you feel that much worse. So this can be a trap situation. There's no sign of direction here. I'm going to pause. I'm going to have to stop in about 15 minutes. And hopefully I'll be able to come back for at least a few minutes after that. Maybe after like 15 or 20 minutes. All right, I'm just going to look to flip a contract. Just to make sure I get a day
Order
counted.
submitted. Order
Should go the
canceled.
other way.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order filled. Stop filled.
Got a loss on the flip. But whatever, doesn't matter. It's just a count a day. So got that out of the way. Oh, but of course I made a mistake and did it with my PA account. My God. I can't believe I just did that. Okay. Lost $50 on my PA account for no good reason. That was pretty stupid. I hate when I do stuff like that. Just for flipping a day for evaluations. Ugh. And because I had the crossover on, because I trade MES usually, but I flipped it to the MES to trade the flip. So it crossed over to ES, of course. All right, over it. It looks like there's going to be a PB.
Order submitted.
Potentially. Oh, something's not right.
Order canceled.
So I'm looking for a PB.
Order submitted. Order canceled. Order submitted.
Still right on that potential resistance. Just waiting to see what this does here. Nope.
Order canceled.
Something else.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Yeah, I'm in this for the PB. A little dangerous because of this resistance here. Small risk. And the measured move. Have the trend break, expect new high, which isn't that far up actually. Don't love that close.
Let's see if we can get this. I was feeling good about it. Let's see if I can keep up some strength here. Here we go. It was a little risky because there's some resistance here, but the rules are in place. Have a measured move to reach, so it feels like the best shot I've seen in a while. Not liking this though. Get a strong close. Okay, that's good. Sorry, the gardener's here, so it's noisy. All right, here we go. Almost at our target. Couple more ticks. All right, so we guaranteed 6 or 8.
Order filled.
Looks like we had a mixed bag there.
Order filled.
And we're still in for the runner. Be nice if we could get a nice runner here. It moves one more tick up. I believe it'll automatically move up to four ticks on my runner stop. I think I have that set. So now it goes to capturing 4 ticks on the runner, no matter what. And then I'll trail it up if I get a chance. We're almost at the measured move, so I'm not going to move this. Measured move. So I'm just going to trail behind each candle as far as I can. I'm glad I got my $50 back on my PA at least. That was good timing. Right, I'm just going to leave my stop where it is at 5 ticks, just in case it goes 1 tick below.
Order filled.
So it got me there. Oh, what's going on here? This never...
Order filled.
Huh. That was weird. It never closed one of my contracts on my PA. But, what happened with it? So I basically got my money back, it looks like. I lost $8.62. It's weird. This doesn't match. It's weird. It doesn't match the oh yeah, it does. It matches. Okay, so I basically got my money back that I lost on that dumb thing I did when I was flipping the contract. So this was a PB. Here we got so we got 8 ticks. And then we got 5 ticks. On the runner. Okay. So at least made some progress on my evaluations. 2 of the evaluations I didn't trade, so I'm kind of keeping those as a backup. And let's see, got the bulk of the money back that I lost on the flip that turned into losing $50 on the PA account. Let me pause here for a second to update the stats. All right, so there's the updated stats. PB is now 15-4 and 45-20 overall. And I gotta go. It reached the measured move to the tick. So I don't know, something a little unfortunate with PA5, that one contract was on So I don't think I got the full amount somewhere on that. But my trailing plan for the runner worked out pretty good. Got about as much as I could have hoped. And unfortunately, no runner, really, because if I just took all scalps, I would have got more. But I'm happy with that. And I got to run for a minute, and I'll be back. All right, so I had to step away for a few minutes. It's 12:16 now. That was a good trade. I was a little concerning that was right. The close of the PB was right on this resistance. But everything there looked good. This channel I had confirmed. And so definitely made sense for the retest of the high. And the measured move clearly was a good measured move. So, not really sure now what's going on. Gardner is back. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was recording. I thought I had paused it. Sorry for coughing into the mic. Getting close to being done. It's almost 12:20. And not really sure what's happening now. It's very just sideways. I'm pause here. All right, I think I'm gonna actually wrap it up here. It's just almost 12:30, and I just don't foresee any good setups I'm gonna like anytime real soon, and I don't want to trade the last half hour. And I'm just not feeling great, so I'm gonna go ahead and start my weekend now, and hopefully by Monday I'll be recovered and back to trading full time. And let's see, I realized I made another mistake, which is that on this 150K account, I meant to trade it the same as this one, but I had it as the lead account, and really I shouldn't have made it the lead account, because that way I can use the ratio in the copier and make it be the same as this. So I only traded half the size I intended to. I think that's how it worked out. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to adjust for that. And really, I might even be wanting to trade 3 times the amount that I'm trading this. So anyway, I think when my head's clear next week, I'll have these set up better. And unfortunate mistake on the PA, because I could have been up about $50 on that today instead of basically break even. And this isn't right. This should say minus $8. $8.62 like it does down here in the R Trader. Under P&L, 862 is what I lost, but I'll just be happy with that, considering I made a stupid mistake there. All right, so that's going to wrap it up for me today. Sorry about this week, my being sick. I missed so much trading, and the channel hasn't been very exciting lately, and haven't had a lot of trades, and I sound like crap talking and coughing into the microphone and all that stuff. So but hopefully this is going to be the start of a new green streak that we're going to get going here. Right now, Apex is still offering the 71% discount, probably till Christmas, I imagine. You can use this code or any other. Like and subscribe if you like the content. I'm glad I got an Nlts strategy set up today that worked. So I'm really going to try to concentrate on getting these kinds of setups, and hopefully not take too many Pat's trades, but I'm sure I will take some. And a lot of opportunities to do limit orders at the top or bottom of ranges today, and I really want to start trying to do some of that as well. So with the right kind of scenario and context. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stop this video, and I'll do my wrap-up video, and then we'll be back at it, hopefully healthy and ready to go for next week. All right, thanks for watching.